And Virji, in this, like, we'll not get the like slok. Like, if we open the Asa Ki War, we'll not get the slok written by Guru Angad Dev Ji.
No, it will be. Vaiguru, remember, if you remember the first lecture, you forgot, Harpreet, but that's fine. It's okay. You can refer to the first lecture.
Okay.
All the explanation is there, but there are three versions of Asakivar. The version which is in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, we are going with that. The other version is it's called a Kirtani Asakivar.
Okay. Okay. In the end.
Yeah, that Kirtani Asakivar is there are some sloks of Guru Ram Das Ji added. So that basically you start with those, right?
Okay.
So you just refer to the first lecture again,
हाँ
and there are all the details on that, right?
thank you.
All right, जी. uh, श्लोक महला पहला, पढ़ पढ़ गड्डी लदिए, पढ़ पढ़ पढ़िए साथ, पढ़ पढ़ बेड़ी पाइए, पढ़ पढ़ गड्डिए खात, पढ़िए जेते बरस बरस, पढ़िए जेते मास, पढ़िए जेती आरजा, पढ़िए जेते सास, नानक लेखै एक गल होर, होमै चखना चाख. So if you guys will remember the previous ones which we are discussing, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is talking about home a lot, right? I mean, I think the seventh body it was all about home, home which aya, home which gaya. So now from this slok, Guru Sahib is saying that what are the things which we do in our life and we get more and more home, right? Having a wisdom, having a knowledge is good, but what are you doing with that knowledge? Are you using that knowledge to increase your home, to increase your ego, or are you basically applying that for the betterment of your inside and outside, right? So here Guru Nanak Dev Ji in particular is talking about the people who read a lot of books, who accumulate a lot of worldly knowledge. I will even not shy away from the fact that there are people who try to learn even the or gather or collect the religious knowledge. Now, from our experiences, we all have seen that just accumulating the knowledge is not good enough. You have to apply that knowledge, right? Because if you are just accumulating, that is only good for arguing with someone. Very simple. If you want to get into an argument about a particular topic, and if you have read some books and all, maybe the academic books or something, then you will argue. You'll say, no, 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 this is the fact. That's not the fact. But and the same thing unfortunately is happening in the religious circles also, or the spiritual circles also, where they quote a spiritual text and all, and then they start arguing based on that, because everybody tries to come up with their own interpretation. And what we have seen with Vaiguruji's Kirpa, that if you are in Trigun Maya, if your mind is in Trigun Maya, if your mind is in Rajogun, in worries and anxieties and depression and all that stuff, when you will read the Gurbani, you will read it from your perspective. Similarly, about if you have lust, greed, anger, then you will be reading in your perspective. What will happen is that you will not be able to take the real meanings of the Gurbani. And the real meanings of the Gurbani, you will only understand when you will sit in a Sangat, come to the Sarovar. Sarovar is a Sangat, Man Sarovar, right? And then when you will accumulate that, and your Surti will go in the Chotha Pad, right? Your Surti will go in the fourth state, right? Because it has to be done with love, and we have to have 100% full faith on it. We are not reading it just for the argument's sake. We are reading with love. We are trying to understand from Guru. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sare. Gurbani has all the jewels, but what we need to do is we need to have that temperament to understand in the Sangat, and basically uplift our surti, uplift our focus to the fourth state. Then only we will know the real meanings of Gurbani. So let's start. Pad pad gaddi ladiye, pad pad pariye saath. Maharaj says you may read lot of books. You are even reading the books at a level that you are filling all the the loads of books in the gadda. You know what the gadda is in Indian? There's a cart, there's a pull cart or something which is pulled by horses, pulled by the cows and all that stuff. Maharaj ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਗੱਡੇ ਨੂੰ ਭਰ ਲਓ, you fill it, the whole cart with the books. Pad pariye. Pad means, see, if you will see, there is a sihari in pad. What does it mean is that you are reading. Okay, you are reading the books. Pad padiye saath. Now what is a saath? Saath is, again, you become make a pile. You're reading the books and you're making a pile of the books. What will happen? Maharaj says, it's not ended here. Pad bedi paiye. Let's say you read the books and you put it in a boat. Your boat is filled with the books. Pad gadiye khat. You're creating the pit holes because you don't have a space left in your home, and now you're creating the pit holes in your house or in your area and putting all the books out there. You have read so many books. The idea is that you are accumulating this knowledge so much. Padiye jete bars bars, padiye jete maas. Maharaj says that you are reading. Baras is again a Hindi word. Baras means a year, right? From years you are reading these books. From months you are reading these books. So many books, multiple books. Padiye jeti arja, padiye jete saas. You know, some people love reading books. Again, Maharaj is not criticizing about the reading of the books, but we will know what Maharaj is talking about in a few minutes. Padiye jeti arja, padiye jete swas. Maharaj saas. Padiye jete saas. That how many, whatever breaths you have, every breath, what are you doing? You're reading books, accumulating the knowledge. Politics, sports, cooking, science, whatever your interest is, history, geography. You're reading all different topics. Because why you are doing this? Because you want to be a most knowledgeable guy of the world. You want to win some competitions. You want to run in a what is that show? A millionaire, right? You want to become a millionaire, right? And then you want to go to that show and you're preparing yourself for the quizzes and all that stuff. But ye jiti arja is the age. Even you have spent all your life reading all that material and everything. Padiye jete saas, every, with whatever breath you have been given, you just use those breaths in reading and everything and accumulating the worldly wisdom. Maharaj says, but remember, Nanak lekha ik gal hor, home chakna chak. Maharaj says, what will happen in your account when you're reading so much? Remember what is going to happen if you're not going in the fourth state, if you're not going to the chotha pad, if you are not accumulating the naam or khajana of the naam, the treasure of naam, then it will only and only give you a home, a ego. That's why Maharaj is not criticizing here that you should not read books or you should not accumulate the knowledge. Maharaj is saying, whatever you do, keep a constant check on yourself. Make sure you balance it out, right? You should not be just doing Rajyoguni stuff. You should balance it out. You should go first in, obviously, Sattogun, and from Sattogun go up there, so that the knowledge which you acquire is a Brahm Gyan, and then you can relate it very well. Then you will be humble about it. You will be humble about your worldly knowledge also. But otherwise, what will happen? All the time you will be arguing and babbling with people. All the time about your knowledge. You'll say, oh, this is that. Oh, this is that. Trump is like this. Biden is like this, right? And oh, this, they have this strategy, that strategy. What is it's gonna gain you, right? So if somebody has a spiritual wisdom, even if they have worldly wisdom, they will be humble about it. They will not talk much about it, only where it is required, right? That's what Mara is saying. Let's read the next slok. And this is again by Guru Nanak Dev Ji here. लिख लिख पढ़िया तेता कड़िया, बहु तीरथ पव्या तेतो लव्या, बहु पेख किया देही दुख दिया, शोवे जिया अपना किया, अन्न न खाया साध गवाया, बहु दुख पाया दूजा पाया, बस्तर न पहरे अहनस कहरे, ਮੋਨ ਵਿਗੂਤਾ ਕਿਉਂ ਜਾਗੈ ਗੁਰ ਬਿਨ ਸੂਤਾ। ਪਗ ਉਪਿਤਾਣਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੀਆ ਕਮਾਣਾ, ਅਲਮਲ ਖਾਈ ਸਿਰ ਛਾਈ ਪਾਈ। ਮੂਰਖ ਅੰਧੈ ਪਤ ਗਵਾਈ, ਬਿਨ ਨਾਵੇ ਕਿਛ ਥਾਏ ਨ ਪਾਈ। ਰਹੇ ਬਿਬਾਣੀ ਮੜੀ ਮਸਾਣੀ, ਅੰਧ ਨ ਜਾਣੈ ਫਿਰ ਫਿਰ ਪਛਤਾਣੀ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਭੇਟੇ ਸੋ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਏ, ਹਰ ਕਾ ਨਾਮ ਮਨ ਵਸਾਏ। ਨਾਨਕ ਨਦਰ ਕਰੇ ਸੋ ਪਾਏ, ਆਸ ਅੰਦੇਸੇ ਤੇ ਨੇ ਕੇਵਲ ਹੋਮੈ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਜਲਾਏ। Now Maharaj is talking about other people. Now we were discussing about, okay, the people who are just reading books, accumulating the knowledge. Then there are the other ones who are, what are they doing? They are likh padya teta kadya. And there are people who are not only reading, they are writing also. Okay? They're spending all their time in writing and reading and all that stuff, right? Basically, again, accumulating the worldly education. And there are other people, and these are the in old age. Let me give you some references. These were the kind of the people which are called pandits. Okay, what they used to do, they were reading the Vedas. They were, writing a lot of texts, and they had made one restriction that other people cannot read the Vedas, cannot write anything, any spiritual text. If somebody wants to learn, they have to come to them because of the home, because they had thought they are upper caste. People were not even allowed to read Vedas also. The religious texts also, they were not allowed. That's how the caste system was. Okay, you are a Shudra, you are a Khatri. Khatri, if you are a Kshatriya, your job is only to go for the wars. Okay, they were accumulating the knowledge also, but mostly you are a warrior. If you are a Brahmin, you are only reading and writing. That's it. If you are Vash, Vash is a business caste. You can only do the business. Traders. If you are a Shudra, you will do the labor work, anything with the hands, the physical work. And if you are not in the four castes, then what are you? You are untouchable. You can't even, nobody can touch you, because if somebody will touch you or you will touch something, that will become impure, that will become dirty. In my real lifetime, I have seen this few years back. I was in Madhya Pradesh. We were doing some voluntary stuff out there with a group of Gursikhs, and these people out there, they were crying. They say that the tap, from, if we don't have a water, and that water tap is in front of us, but that doesn't belong to our community, because we are Dalits, we are untouchables. And if we happen to touch that tap, these Thakurs, these high caste people, will beat us to the death. That was and that is still there in some parts of India. Basically, certain castes can do only certain things. You can't do other things. Obviously, we most of us, we come from the Punjabi tradition, and it's less in Punjab. But I'm telling you, it is there in Punjab also. I'm telling you that in some parts of Punjab also it is there, right? But Guru Nanak Dev Ji told us that you are thinking that you are this physical body. That's where the problem is. The moment you think that you are a physical body, then you start comparing yourself with others. You're saying, oh, I am better than others. You know, that's what happened. We recently celebrated Martin Luther King Day. What was the problem there? Why there was a revolution? Why there was a civil rights movement started by Martin Luther King? Why? Because blacks were treated as slaves, right? They were treated low. So India had different problems based on the caste. Here, it was based on the color of skin, right? If you're a black, you are a slave. You have to do a slavery. That's why the civil rights movement is there. But we today also, when we see around, we see that there is still racial discrimination, which is there. Because what is the reason behind that? The reason is the home, the ego, that my skin is better than others. I mean, I don't have any shame in saying this. I will not restrict myself in saying this. People call Mahatma Gandhi Mahatma Gandhi. I never say Mahatma Gandhi. I just say, Karamchand Gandhi, right? Whatever his real name is, right? Why? The reason is, if you will read his own writings, in his own writings, he mentioned that when he was in Africa, when he was a lawyer in there, he used to call blacks the N word. I'm not going to say that word. You guys know what I'm saying. He used to racially discriminate with them also. And people say, oh, that was the culture then. Everybody. So everybody's saying bad things, so we should also say bad things. You know? So that, because the thing is, again, remember, always remember, whole idea of spirituality is recognize yourself, who you are. Are you this body? Are you this mind? Are you this soul? That's why it is very important that whatever we do in our life, what is the tirath? Next line is Bahut tirath pavya teto lavya. Maharaj saying, the more tiraths, the more the pilgrimages, the more shrines the person goes, the more he talks about it. Oh, this is what happens near in Haridwar. This is what happens there in Makkah and Medina. I'm sorry to say, but even in Sikhs, this is what happens in Anandpur Sahib, in Hajur Sahib, right? The gurdwaras or the other tiras, they were made for learning something. We have to learn something and we have to apply. For example, Anandpur Sahib Gurdwara, Keshgarh Sahib, why that was made by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Remember, the Keshgarh is, I think we have discussed earlier also. It is on the top of the mountains. It is giving us the indication that this is where your Dasam Dwar is, right? In Goindwal Sahib, there is there are some steps which you go down and then you basically take the Amrit out there. That's where there is a Amrit Da Kund out here also. In Harmandir Sahib, if you have gone to Harmandir Sahib Golden Temple, there is a small place where you can take a Amrit behind in within the behind the what you call the four doors, right? So when you go inside, first there is a Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Prakash. So all these is the structure of inside what is happening. So we had to learn from there. But what we are doing, going to these tirath, bahut tirath pavya teto lavya, we are just talking about it and increasing our home, increasing our ego. Everything we do, we try to do about our physical body, but we are not recognizing ourselves who we are. And that's why Maharaj says, Man tu jyot swaroop hai, apna mool pachan. Oh mind, you are the light of Vaheguru. Recognize yourself. ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਚਾਨਣਾ ਹੈ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਰੀਰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਚਾਨਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈ ਕੌਣ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲ ਬੋਡੀ ਆ, ਆਪਾਂ ਸਰੀਰ ਆ, ਆਪਾਂ ਆਤਮਾ ਵਾਂ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਨ ਆ। ਇਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਚਾਨਣਾ ਸੀ। फिर महाराज, that's why Maharaj is saying here, बहु पेख किया देही दुख दिया. You're wearing different religious clothes. Hanji Harpreet, go ahead.
The talk uselessly means like visiting pilgrimages and like talking that we have went there, like something like that.
Not only that, not only that, you are just telling them, okay, this is what happens there. Basically, you're showing yourself up, right?
Instead of
Rather
learning,
than with the
going there
love
and
and all
learning.
that stuff. See, this is the basic thing. When I'll ask you guys a question, when you jap naam, when you go in the sun, right? So let's say you enjoy even for 5-10 minutes or whatever time you go and you leave this body and you are in the chotha pad. When you come out of that, do you like to talk with anybody? Do you feel like talking with anybody then? Mostly not, because your mind is in peace. There are no vichar out there, right? Whole thing is having a knowledge going into the different places is not prohibited in Sikhi. The thing is what you're doing with it. If anything, if any actions we are doing to increase our home, see, remember, there are two paths. One is a live and other is tat. One is the Maya and other is a love towards Vaheguru. Maya will always distract us. Maya will always try to make us forget what the real purpose of our life is. everything which we will do, we will make it such that it will only increases our home. For example, you go to, let's say, this Samtirat, the same thing which you're talking about, right? Now, just to show people that you went there and you are probably the rare person out there, you will start describing, and you will even putting some spices, masala in there. Okay? You'll say, oh, this is what happened there, that is what happened there, this is what, and people will say, how do you know? Oh, I have been there. You have not been there. How do you know? You know what I'm saying? Just the general talk.
हाँ
We
जी, हाँ जी, समझ आ
always
रहा
try to make things that I am better than others.
है।
That that homemade thing is there. That's the whole thing, right?
हाँ जी, हाँ
So
जी,
we are just going there. What was the purpose? What is the purpose in going to the Harmandir Sahib? Going to the Harmandir Sahib purpose is learn why that architecture was made, because it's a map of inside our body, and sit inside and listen to the Gurbani. Sit inside and listen to the beautiful Kirtan which is coming. Try to understand. Go in Birag, because ultimately all these things will help you connecting with Naam. But if I am just going there, because I want something, right? Some worldly stuff, some Maya stuff. Oh, I want a car, I want a house, I want a job, and I'm going to Gurdwara. It's actually good that you are at least going to the Gurdwara rather than somewhere else. But Gurdwaras are not just for that. Maharaj is telling us again and again that come and ask for Naam. If you get a Naam, you get everything. ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਾਮ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਣਾ. You will get all treasures of life. That is the whole idea. वो पेख किया, देही दुख दिया. We put all these religious robes, religious clothes. We say, okay, white bana, blue bana. Not again, not a bad thing to wear the bana. But what good it is when we say, I remember there was an incident in Punjab, long time back. It was a news in the newspaper that this Nihang Singh, so-called Nihang Singh, I will not say him Nihang Singh. This is a so-called Nihang Singh. He was there in the Punjab Roadways bus. He was traveling, and there was a small 1 or 2 months or kid with a lady sitting out there. And there's a small when you're a newly born kid or whatsoever, right, and you're traveling in this bus and all, sometimes you will throw up, right? It's a vomit, right? So that kid throwed up, and he throwed up on the clothes of that Nihang Singh. That Nihang Singh got so angry that he literally threw them out of the bus, both the mother and the small 2 months old. What good it is? Your religious robes, Maharaj is saying that if somebody is throwing somebody, some small child, basically an infant, I will say, an infant threw upon you, right? And you got so angry that you were not even able to control your anger. You threw them out of the bus. That's what my Maharaj is saying there. Bo pek kiya. Pek is you are doing this drama. You are pekhi, right? You are telling people, oh, I am a religious person by just wearing these religious clothes, right? You are doing all this drama, but in reality, you still have anger. You are still impacted with the Maya. So always look for our actions, right? Yes, Guru Gobind Singh Ji told us to keep Panch Kakas, and we have to keep it. We have to have. But don't try to look down upon others, right? That is the thing Maharajas keep telling us. Maharaj keep on telling us that, hey, you have to remind yourself with all these things. Again, wearing bana is not a bad thing. Wearing bana is good thing. But Maharaj made a khalsa both inside and outside. From outside also you should be pure. From inside also you should be pure. Sove jiya apna kiya. So again, Maharaj is again, we are again talking about what are all the things which bring home in us, which brings further, which takes us further away from Naam, which takes us further away from Vaheguru. Sove jiya apna kiya. So what is Maharaj telling us here? Just again, just like we are talking about wearing the different clothes, going to the different Tirath Snan, reading so many books, writing so much stuff. So here what you are saying is that you will be responsible for your actions. Apna kiya. Whatever your actions are there, you will be responsible, not anybody else. Whenever we are being angry with someone, when we are hating someone, we forget this thing. If you are not connecting with the Naam, if you are not connected with the Naam, where are you? You are in Maya. Maya is diverting your mind. And any actions you will do, what will happen? You will be responsible for your actions. Karmi ave kapda. I will not say in the next line. Nadri mukh dwar. Karmi ave kapda. Otherwise, it will be karmi ave kapda. Whatever. Kapda is what is kapda? That clothes your physical body. Then this physical body actions will be written into your lekha, into your account. Whatever actions, bad actions, good actions. But if you will be connecting to your naam, karams goes away. There are no karams. Nadri mokh duar. Then his nadar is there. The kirpa, the blessing of his glance is there. Then you will be in the mokh duar. Mokh duar is again our house. Within this physical body. So that's why it is very important when we sit silent, right, out there, we need to see whether the thoughts are coming or not. The automatic thoughts are dead or not. We should be at the level that the thoughts which we take should be taken when we want to take the thought. When Vaiguruji give us the thought, not when the Panch Chora is giving us the thoughts. You have to start recognizing there are two things inside you. Vaiguruji is also sitting in you, and the five thieves are also sitting in you. Whether those thoughts are given by the five thieves or whether those thoughts are given by Vaiguruji. We have to recognize yourself. Next line. An na khaya sad goaya. So we are doing fasting. Again, doing intermittent fasting is good, right? Because you're doing it for the health reason. But if you're doing it to achieve some religious stuff, an na khaya sad goaya, then you're losing your taste also. You're not going to get anything again because you think you are a body. What is the food of our physical body? Roti, dal, prachada, sabji, pizzas, burgers, and all that stuff, right? Pasta, whatever. Sorry if I missed something. But this is all about the physical body. What is the food of mind? The food of mind is Amrit Ras, Jyot Prakash, Naam Ras, Anhad Shabad, Naad, Gurbani in this physical world. Gurbani is also food of the mind, right? Because Gurbani tells us, "Ye man merya, tu sada rohar na le." That you always stay with the Vaheguru, oh mind. So we have to recognize this thing. Continuously self-introspecting. अपने अंदर झाती मारनी है सारे टाइम थे वेखी जाना where is our mind, what is right now also maybe our mind is going somewhere else. Bring your mind back and come in the sangat. We don't have to become bagla. What bagla does, this the morning that was the lecture, what bagla does, what is a bagla? Heron, you can call it a heron or you can call it a crane. They will always feed on fishes and frogs. With the swans, mostly are vegetarians. The hunts. Gurbani says hunts is actually different than swan, but it's a mystical bird. But where the closest one is swan. The swan or the hunts will always feed on the pearls. That's the difference between Gurmukhs and Manmukhs. Gurmukhs will not say, "Oh, I am not going to eat the roti." They will eat less, they will sleep less, but they will still eat because whatever is needed for your physical body, do that. Don't be, again, I'm not talking about the intermittent fasting. So don't stop doing intermittent fasting if you're doing that. That is, you're doing it for your health reasons. That's fine. That's different. But I'm talking about for the spiritual reasons. And there are fasting Mangalvar Vart, Tuesdays fasting, Thursday fasting. Some fastings are there. I don't even know all that stuff. But some ladies do the fasting so that their husband's life can be longer. I think it's called Karwa Chauth, right? I think nothing is gonna happen. Whole day you'll be angry because you have not eaten the food. You will be cursing your husband all day. But why you are fasting? Because you want his age to be more. So we have to self introspect what we are doing. We don't do a pakhand. These are the things which we call a pakhand drama, right? To show others, right? So I remember I saw some short clip somewhere that the lady is on fast, and same about the men. Again, I'm not talking about the ladies here only. Same about the men also. Some men also do the same thing. They are saying, "Oh, I'm doing fasting for you," or "I'm doing these things for you." But when you talk, when they talk with each other, they argue. They are angry with each other. So if you really love the person, right, you will sit together, come in sangat, and chant Vaheguru, right? That's what the real love is, not by just doing the fasting. So that's why we are just doing a dukh. We are creating a dukh inside our the pains. Ba dukh paya, duja paya. What is duja paya? Duality. What is duality? Anything other than naam is duja paya. Remember that. Anything which you are doing is not inspired via naam. Whatever you are doing is a duja paya. You are going to suffer a dukh. You are going to suffer a pain. Anything which you do. When you are doing a physical seva also, you are helping someone. Always, when you're cooking food, always do why Guru, why Guru. When you're washing clothes, why Guru, why Guru. When you are doing anything in your life, your daily work, right? Always remember why Guruji with it. Then that will become auspicious. That will become beautiful. Bastar na pehre, Ahnus kehre, Ahnus as in day and night. Bastar na pehre. There are some faiths where they don't wear the clothes, right? Or they behave like that so that they can meet again Vaheguru. But Maharaj says that again, what you're doing, you're suffering. Because what happens if you're not wearing the cold the clothes in the cold season? You'll be in pain, you'll be shivering. What good it is? Vaheguruji doesn't want any physical stuff from you. Vaheguruji is not in a physical form. Your mind is formless, Vaheguruji is formless. Mohan Vigutta, Kyun Jage, Guru Bin Sutta. Some people we have discussed about this. Mohan worth as in somebody doesn't speak. He says, "Oh, I don't have to speak." But if you are silent, chup hai, chup na ho gayi, je lai raha liftar, is your mind silent or not? Your tongue might be silent, but is your mind silent or not? Maharaj says only Guru will wake you up. That Shabad which is inside, the Anhad Shabad will wake you up. The Simran will wake you up. Simar, Simar, Simar Gur Apna Soya Man Jagai. Then when you will do the Simran, your mind will wake up. Pag Upetana, Apna Kiya Kamana. Pag is the feet. So Maharaj is saying that you are not wearing anything. You are not wearing anything on your feet. No shoes. Again, what will happen? You will again get a dukh. You will again get a pain. Something will come in your feet. After that, almal khai sir chai pai. You are eating everything, dirty things. Every dirty food you are eating. All sometimes, we have seen this insects and whatnot, and even the dirty food is not even up till that. When we are eating so much fried food, you know, it's only going to give us a pain. We know that certain things which we'll eat will get into pain. We still eat it. That's why Mara says you are a murak. Murak ande pat goi. You are a murak. You are stupid. Sorry, but that's what the Gurbani is talking about. Murak ande. You are blind. You are blind fool. Because you're doing all these, that you're gonna do these things, you're going to eat this garbage food, and you're gonna have a stomach ache, but you're still doing it. You know that by drinking this shrab, you're going to have a hangover in the morning, but everybody drinks it, right? They drinks in the parties and everything, and in the morning they have a hangover. Everybody's like, "Oh, my head is aching." Sometimes people throw up and all that stuff. They'll still do it. I says, "You're a murak. You're stupid." Win nave kich thai na pai. You are not going to go get anywhere without the naam. When nave kich thaye na pai. No space. Only 84 lakh June. Without the naam, it is only 8.4 million Junes. Rahe bibani madi masani. Then Maharaj is talking about that some people, they go and live in the jungles to achieve their spiritual needs. They go in the Madi Masani. Madi Masani are the place, the cremation grounds and all. In the old days, even today in the villages also, the bodies are burnt openly in some designated places. They are called Madi Masani, the funeral places. Some people do there. I don't know if you have heard about the tantrics and all. These tantrics, there's certain kind of people who use black magic and all. They survive on these muddies and masanis. They will carry the bones and all. They will do some black magic and all that stuff. But again, Maharaj saying maybe you will get some, powers or something. You can maybe impact somebody who is already anxious, already depressed. You can maybe create some more problems for them people. But if these things cannot even come near now, remember that. If you even believe in evil powers or bad things, they will. If you are the person who is jumping Naam day and night, if you are connected with Gurbani Guru, if you are walking on the path the way Gurbani Guru is telling us, these things cannot impact you. And na jane fir pachitani. Then what will happen again? If you are doing these things, at the end you will suffer. How can you not suffer? Now, Guru Nanak Dev Ji tells us here and in the body. And we will end very fast and then we'll go in a Simran session. Satgur pete so sukh paye har ka naam man vasai. Only by meeting Satguru, meeting Vaheguru. Satguru is not a physical person. Remember that. Physically, if there is a Satguru, it is Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, not any human being. Why? And inside the Vaheguruji's Ansh, our soul which is sitting, it is also called Satpurukh Satguru. Vaheguruji is sitting inside it. Basically, it is a Vaheguruji. There's no difference between Satguru and Vaheguru. Satguru pete so sukh paye. Only by meeting Vaheguruji, the real sukh, the real happiness, the real bliss will come, but not doing anything else. And how can we meet it? Maharaj tells the Jugati also, the technique also. Har ka naam man vasai. The technique to meet Vaheguruji is to bring that naam inside our mind. All the time, our mind is remembering Vaheguruji, not in the thoughts. Nanak nadar kare so paye. Only this can happen if his nadar is there. The glance, the kirpa is there. His glance is there. Then only we will do it. So that's why always ask for that kirpa. Always ask for that nadar. Always ask for that naam. And here, Maharaj summarizing in this ninth body. Padi Pagat Tere Man Pav De, Dar Sohan Kirat Gav De, Nanak Karma Bahre, Dar Tona Lehni Tav De. ਇੱਕ ਮੂਲ ਨਾ ਬੂਝਨ ਆਪਣਾ ਅਨਹੋਦਾ ਆਪ ਗਣਾਇਂਦੇ ਹਉ ਢਾਡੀ ਕਾ ਨੀਚ ਜਾਤ ਔਰ ਉੱਤਮ ਜਾਤ ਸਦਾਇਂਦੇ ਤਿਨ ਮੰਗਾ ਜੇ ਤੁਝੇ ਧਿਆਇਂਦੇ ਤਿਨ ਮੰਗਾ ਜੇ ਤੁਝੇ ਧਿਆਇਂਦੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਿੰਘ ਭਗਤ ਤੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਭਾਵਦੇ ਦਰ ਸੋਹਨ ਕੀਰਤ ਗਾਵਦੇ that your devotees, your bhagats, the people who are chanting your name all the time, day and night, Maharaj is saying, I love their sangat. I want to do their sangat. Dar Sohan, Dar. What is the Dar? Dar is here. Dar Sohan Kirat Gavde. They are sitting in your Dar. Every day, morning and evening, they go to your Dar and they will sing your praises out there. Nanak Karma Bahre, Dar To Na Lehni Tavde. But what happens in these gurmukhs are outside the karmas. But what happens, the people who are not connected with the Naam, they will not get any toe. They will not get any support at the Dar. but with your grace, they can still get a support, but only if they will walk on the path which you have given to them. ਇੱਕ ਮੂਲ ਨਾ ਬੂਝਣ ਆਪਣਾ ਅਨਹੋਦਾ ਆਪ ਗਣਾਏ ਦੇ, because these manmukhs, they are not recognize the purpose of their life. ਇੱਕ ਮੂਲ ਨਾ ਬੂਝਣ ਆਪਣਾ, why they came to this earth. They are just busy in doing the physical stuff because they think they are a body. They are only discussing the politics, they are only discussing the other stuff, only and only selfish motive, because they think they're a physical body. They are doing the seva also, and they think this is everything is physical. Langar, concept of langar, beautiful. We should, but there are two langars. One is langar of this physical body, other is the langar of this mind, the shabada langar. That's why guru ka langar is called. There can be a langar, but guru ka langar is the langar where the food of mind is there, right? Where there is a kirtan continuously there, where there is a simran. So if you will go to Guru Ramdas the langar in Golden Temple in Darbar Sahib Amritsar, पहले वो की कहते हैं, first they will say all sit together and they will all chant Satnam Vaheguru, Satnam Vaheguru. But some people like me, they are not listening. They are saying, oh, when the Babaji will come and bring the dal, when the Baba will come, they bring the prasada. You will get a dal and prasada. Don't worry about it. Focus on the Simran at that time. Close your eyes. And in no moment when you will open your eyes, the dal will be in front of you. Why you worry? That's what you are there for, right? So that's why there are two things. Physical seva, mind di seva. है ना? The man di seva or Vaheguru Ji's seva is naam. So always remember, even when we sit for the food, be thankful. Je prasad chati amrit khahe, tis thakur ko rakhman mahe. Vaheguru Sache Pasha, you have given me so much food, so beautiful food. Chatti prakar, 36 different things, right? This Thakur ko rakhman mahe. Always remember the Vaheguru has given us the physical food also. How ਢਾਡੀ ਕਾ ਨੀਚ ਜਾਤ ਔਰ ਉੱਤਮ ਜਾਤ ਸਦਾਏ ਦੇ. ਢਾਡੀ, the singers, it was used called Marasi in Punjabi. They were considered as the low caste. But when these same low caste people started singing the praises of Vaheguru, they become Uttam. They become higher caste. So Maharaj is saying that just because you are born in certain caste doesn't make you that person. It depends on what karams you do. Maybe you are born as Brahmin and Pandit, and now you are eating beef. Or now you are drinking shrab, and now you are doing all the bad things, right? Then you are not from the upper caste anymore. It depends on your actions, it depends on your karam. The best way to eradicate your actions and eradicate your bad karams is by chanting Vaheguru. And Maharaj is saying, I am asking for those. I want their company. I want their sangat. Ten manga je tujhe te aayende. That's why that's another thing which you should ask, that we should have the sangat of the Gursikhs. Because if you are next to the sandalwood, that even we know, even the normal trees, the trees they are the trees who are not trees which are not sandal trees, they also start getting the fragrance of sandal because they stay with the sandal. So whatever company you will keep, you will become that. That's why Maharaj is giving us the jukti that tin manga je tujhe te aayende. So ask for those gurmukhs. Aoji, do you guys have any questions? If not, then Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh for Rasa ki Waar. Let's start Simran. How we do Sasgira Simran? We say why, tummy in, Guru, tummy out, and we have to listen to our own voice. में ध्यान में जान्या गुरमुख कथ कहानी. We have to, if you want to understand the kahani of your mind, of the akat of a Vaheguru, if you want to have a Brahm Gyan, then you have to put your dhyan, put your focus in the tun, your own voice. Tummy in, tummy out. And start when you close your eyes. First look in the front of your nose tip, and then start doing Simran. Why? Guru, why? Guru. Tummy in, tummy out. Inhale, exhale, and listen to your own voice. Aoji, Let's start. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru,